everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday, the 20th of April 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you. I'm using the Mystical Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. And these are really very beautiful cards. So I'm going to shuffle them a couple of times and see what the cards want you to be aware of. These readings are for all signs of the zodiac. They're for everyone who watches. And I usually ask people to share these videos so that the channel grows, but it's not really happening. So I don't know what else to do, really. Maybe I should put these on Reddit or something so that other people find out about them. Anyway, I'm just thinking out loud. All right, so let's have a look at Saturday the 20th. Oh, this looks interesting. What have we got? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Then we have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Knight of Wands on his dragon. Beautiful. I've never seen that before. So we've got two court cards and a minor arcana cards. And each person represents a distinct character trait, a distinct personality. The Nine of Wands represents a woman who is extremely disciplined and has worked very, very hard to get to a place of real abundance and prosperity. She's got this falcon here on her hand, and that's a symbol of working really hard to train this bird, which is really difficult to train and to control. And not only has she achieved that, she has mastered the physical world in the sense that she has mastered money. She knows how to make money. So she's just taken that whole thing and overcome it. So she made a little bit of money through doing some work. Then she invested in real estate. Then she became a developer and she invested in the right things. And she's just rolling in cash. She never, ever, ever has to worry about money for the rest of her life. And that makes her someone who's extremely comfortable. She's in control. And the thing about this is that the Nine of Pentacles, this is a woman like any other woman. If you were to look at her, you wouldn't say, oh, look, there's a financial genius. And I mean, whatever a financial genius looks like, who knows? But she's any one of us. And she's dressed in orange and she's dressed in green. And the way she's got to succeeding is by being in touch with her own nature. You can see the grapes here in the shrubs. Do you see the grapes? They're a symbol of wealth and abundance as well. So she's listened to her nature. She's also said, you know, I need to eat and I need to have money to have a roof over my head. And I don't want to always be scared about that. Orange is about control. And white is about listening to your higher self. So the red hat of passion with yellow, I am going to take control of my financial life. I'm going to listen to my higher self, which is going to allow me to take control of money in a way that I enjoy, that's fulfilling, and that means that I don't have to worry about this anymore. The shape of it is even like a cup, just waiting to be filled with more coins, more coins, more coins. So this represents mastery over the physical world, mastery over money. So you don't really need to worry about the physical so much. And if you do want to do anything new today, an idea pops into your head for a new business or a new business idea, make sure you note that down because it will lead to you ending up as the Nine of Pentacles. And that's a woman who's really liberated financially. The Knight of Swords, you can see the imbalance here. He's riding this eagle and he's completely encased in armor, which is good. This red cape is floating behind him and he's got this red plume feather coming out of his helmet. He's a joy. he really is a joy. When he thinks of something, he just goes flying in, and he acts on his thoughts immediately. So he rushes into things. He does prepare in a sense by wearing all this armor. He knows that he may come up with some resistance, and that he may have to right some wrongs to recreate balance. And he's got a sword, which again implies battle. But the Knight of Swords is notorious for rushing into things without thinking about them first. And he takes action when action really isn't required. And he is missing when he really should be there. So the Knight of Swords is someone who's totally unreliable in the way you think, in the way you expect someone to be there for you. He's just flying off here and there, and he doesn't know how to pick his battles, and he's always all over the place, righting every wrong, and sorting out a minor detail on a picture is just as important to him as handling the family estate. He has no concept of what's important and what's not so important, or what really is something that you should jump into and fly into urgently, and what you can leave to be done next week. He has no concept of that. So this is someone who is learning how to use his intellectual energies in a consistent way. And here we also have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, same thing. Overly aggressive, goes into a situation which is really happy. He thinks there may be some trouble, so he brings a dragon to take everyone out. He's also overly passionate to the point where he becomes obsessed with something. He then throws everything he's got at this obsession, masters it, completely loses interest, takes his dragon and flies off somewhere else, and burns the whole place to the ground. It's uncontrollable energy. We've got a rainbow here. He's trying to find this magic in his life. He's got this big wand, which is a symbol of trying to find your life purpose. And when he grows up, becomes the King of Wands, he will have found his life purpose, and he'll have found his own personal rainbow, what makes him happy and what he enjoys doing. So we've got two guys here who are totally unreliable. So on this day, there are a lot of people running around who will make a lot of promises and who will say, oh yeah, I can make this happen for you. We can do the modeling shoot. Everything's going to be amazing. Big promises, lots of words, lots of talking about what could be. It's a Saturday, so it's a day where there's likely to be a lot of gatherings and people not working and people chit-chatting and talking to each other about things that will be done in future. And you can't rely on the knights. That's what they're notorious for, that they disappear and they overdo it or underdo it, and it's really difficult to work with them. You know, someone flies off the handle all the time, you're just like, oh my God, I thought we were just gonna have a meeting, and now he's freaking out again and we have to spend 3 hours talking him off the ledge. It's just like, can we just get on with the agenda? Jeez. And that's what the Nine of Pentacles would think. She'd be like, I don't have time for these guys. They need to grow up. I'm not their mother. You know, I'm trying to run a business here. I'm training this bird. I'm not going to train these boys. They need to figure out what they're doing in life. I don't have time for this. So bye-bye. You're sacked. Bye-bye. You're sacked. You don't yell at me. You don't interrupt me and interfere. I'm not having that. I'm running a successful business here. So the thing that you can really trust is yourself and your practical ability to be sensible, to make decisions about money, about where you're going, about listening to your nature, what the plans are for the day, really the very banal, mundane stuff in life. Where you're going, what you're doing, planning activities, spending money, making money, exercising, eating, anything to do with your daily routine, your work, your money, your health, your physical experience. What makes you happy? Do you want to go to the beach? Do you want to take a walk in the woods? What is it that you can enjoy? Because you have worked hard. Today is a Saturday. Some people work Saturday, but there's a public holiday somewhere for most people this weekend because of Easter. So whether there's a public holiday on Friday for you or on Monday, or you get the Saturday off, there's a sense of your work standing for itself and more money coming in, passive income being created because of what you've done in the past. So trust yourself. Don't get involved with these guys who are just all over the place. If someone comes across as promising you the moon and the stars, or if someone is really quick and he's a great talker and he tells you hilarious stories and he wants you on board to sign up for his thing, ignore them. Don't get involved with these guys. They could be in the guise of women as well. Salespeople, people who want you in partnership, signing up for a contract or a deal or something to get rich quick scheme, all of those kind of things. Watch out for that. These guys are kind of hustlers, and they may appear as anybody. It might be, a guy in his 60s, or it might be a woman who's 25, or a man who's 40 and comes across with a clipboard and looks very sensible. The person to trust is yourself, your intuition, your ability to get practical and to think in practical terms. It's like if someone promises you that you're going to make an investment of £100 and you're going to get 8% back on that £100, and every other bank is offering 0.6%, then say, do you know what? Thanks for the amazing offer, but I'm going to say no, because it's not going to be real. It's going to be a lot of BS. So number-wise, we've got 9, and the court cards are 1. So 9 and 1 is 10, and another 1 is 11. 11 is the master number of service. So by being practical, you can be of service to people by keeping a good head on your shoulders. So for instance, let's say that you're the sensible one in a group, and these people come in and they try and hijack the situation. You're the sensible one and you say, okay, thank you for contributing, but we're not interested. We're having a nice family meal here. That's the way you can be of service to your family, by not allowing negative forces to interrupt you and to influence the day. And also, whenever you behave in a way that's sensible and that is constructive, you lead by example. And because you're demonstrating sensible and productive behavior, other people watch, especially children, and that you're being of service to the children simply by behaving in a sensible, polite, moderate way, which is what they're then going to emulate and try and be, because you come across as very successful and put together, and most people looking at this woman will want to have what she's got: financial freedom and a sense of peace, because she's not constantly worried about every penny. So have a wonderful day. Make some time for yourself and relax. And really just enjoy everything you've worked for, basically, and just go, oh, I get a break today. I can relax and chill and enjoy the fruits of my labor. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.